moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and we're joined by the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, and Lisa Hott. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Woo, woo, woo. Lisa, we're so glad to have you back. You had a wonderful time with your son who competed in a bowling tournament, and he had a great time.
He really did. It was so supportive. Everybody there, thank you so much to the state of Kentucky for their high school association. It was incredible. All the kids just had a great time. My family came in. We were cheering him on, and it was just a lot of fun.
We love that.
Loved it. So,
What a great memory as he exits his high school career.
it really is. I mean, this is something he's going to take with him forever.
Yeah.
It was so special. And I'm like, just moments like just would catch me, and I'm like, my eyes are just, I'm tearing, and I look over at my niece, and she's like, you can do it. You can make it through this.
Little baby.
You can make it.
I love it. Well, we're so glad that you are back and glad that you had a good time.
Oh, we did.
Okay, guys, so you may have heard of Super Bowl Sunday. Who hasn't, right? But have you heard of Super Bowl Monday? It's a thing. At least in Paris it is. The superintendent of the Paris City Schools has declared Super Bowl Monday. And to celebrate, he's announcing that school is going to be canceled the day after the Super Bowl. Superintendent Stephen McCauley is saying that he knows that the kids are going to be up late. He knows the parents are going to be up late, and he doesn't want anybody stressing, so school's out on Monday in Paris.
Oh my gosh, I think this has more to do with the parents than it does the kids. Because kids don't need sleep, apparently, from what I understand. It's the parents who can't get the kids to school the next morning.
I know, he thinks the kids are going to just be totally worthless on Monday. They probably have already seen it in the past. They're like, you know what, we're not even going to force it. Just let them sleep. Let them game all day.
But the parents still have to work,
Yeah, they do.
right?
They
You
do.
know?
Most
So
of
you got that PTO, I suppose, taking a little day off.
It was so
It is a
funny.
holiday for some.
Yes.
So I was talking to Dylan Godet about this, and he was like, well, shoot, after this, if I don't have Monday off, I'm going to be disappointed. And I was like, really, really funny. But no, I think this is an interesting idea. But I'm like, no, wait a minute. And who was it that said this? We couldn't get a snow day for anything.
Oh, is this NTI?
Nope.
Yeah,
Full day off. So enjoy, everybody. That is so funny to me. Okay, up next. So the Lexington Children's Theater is putting on a fun show that'll be full of animal tales. It's actually happening this Saturday, February the 10th. The theater is presenting Cows Don't Fly, which I've never heard of in other known facts. So it's a story of a flying cow, a driving pig, and a goose who evidently doesn't have any special powers, who want to join the circus. So Cows Don't Fly and Other Facts was adapted for the Lexington Children's Theater by Larry and Vivian Snipes. That sounds
It's
fun.
the cutest play. I've seen it before.
you
Adam was
have?
actually
Cool.
in it before. He was the pig that drove a car. It is the cutest play. Let me tell you something, though. The Lexington Children's Theater is not just for kids. I have never, ever been to a show there where I wasn't laughing hysterically. So I encourage everyone to head out to these public performances. It's a great adaptation. Kids are going to love it.
Yeah.
And it's family friendly
It's
too,
so
so
family
everybody
friendly.
can go.
Yeah, it's so family hilarious too. So check it out.
So, okay, so what does the goose do? I don't want to spoil it, but what does the goose do?
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, all right, we have to wait and see. Now I want to know.
Well, you gotta go see
You know,
it.
there you
I
go.
know. I'm like, what did the goose do? Okay. All right, everybody. We know you've been waiting. Today is the day. The citrus truck is rolling into Lexington. It'll be dropping off all kinds of fruit and nuts at the Southland Christian Church on Richmond Road. So this is actually sponsored by the Indian River Groves Company. The truck will be there at 3 p.m. All right, so what's on the truck? Navel oranges, ruby red grapefruits, Ori super sweet tangerines, which when I said that, my mouth just,
Oh, it just sounds so good, doesn't it?
and Georgia Elliott pecans, honey bell, and Temple oranges. So it's like, we were talking about this before when we found out that the truck was coming to town. What are you going to do with 40 pieces of
Challenge accepted.
Juice.
Yeah.
Just juice.
I guess juicing is going to be a good idea.
lot of
Or
people-
sharing with your friends at work. We could share it,
Yeah.
right?
Go in and get like a big basket or whatever.
I mean, I am tempted to go over there, partly because I just want to see the pandemonium.
Right,
Yeah.
because the lines are super long, right? I mean,
I feel like it's just going to be crazy, and the part of me that's nosy wants to see who's going to be out there getting fruit. So the boxes start at $40 for the fruit, but you get like 20 to 40, or sometimes 40 to 60 pieces. And the bags of pecans are $13 for a pound. Now, I know what to do with a pound of pecans.
Right?
I feel like I could polish that off in one day.
Yeah, you're gonna make a pie for us? Ooh, I love pecan pie.
Yeah.
You know, I've never made one, but you know what I'd love to attempt to make? A derby pie.
Oh, yeah.
Because isn't
That
that
would be so good. Yeah, that
pecans
has
with
pecans.
chocolate chips?
Yep. Yes.
Now that's a challenge I would be willing to accept.
Yeah.
I will taste test that.
Only if Lisa
sure.
helps me though, because she's the queen of just making interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Desserts?
I've never done a derby pie. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's make it.
I'll leave that up to y'all.
All right,
Okay.
so maybe we'll go. Oh, I have another proposition for you. I forgot to ask you about. I'm going to ask you later on the commercial break.
It's something we can't share on TV. I'm in.
All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, we'll have our countdown conversation.
Your choice of attorney is critical. If you're injured, you need to find an attorney who has trial verdicts in Kentucky.
Within the past year, Kentucky juries have awarded over $20 million to our clients.
Insurance companies know who tries cases here in Kentucky, and they know what the results are.
I gotta do the Kick of Destiny again.
What?
But this time, fans can pick if I'll make or miss.
Interesting.
And right now, bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win.
Let's do it.
Wait, what about him? The FanDuel Kick of Destiny 2 live Super Bowl Sunday.
Give a little love. Find gifts at every price for all the loves in your life. Give love, give style at Macy's.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is very difficult to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck because that overhang you mentioned becomes flat and tight fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-888-507-8988 or go to sonobello.com.
Car wreck? Think Golden. Golden Law Office has multiple multi-million-dollar verdicts in the state of Kentucky. Insurance companies know that.
We know the inside of the insurance business and use it to your advantage.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. It's time for the countdown conversation. This is the part of the show where we discuss as many topics as we can in 6 minutes. Okay, this first topic, I'm not gonna cry. I feel so emotional just thinking about it. Okay, so life can get really monotonous. It's like doing the same thing over and over. Wake up, get in the shower, go to work, eat a lunch that you didn't really want to eat, go home, eat dinner, get up, do it all over again, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like, I feel like my life sometimes is that movie Groundhog Day, except without the jokes. And so, I was reading some articles, and they said one of the things that can really just make your life feel like it has a little more meaning and not Groundhog's Day is giving back to other people. And so it's funny because yesterday I was feeling kind of down, and Kim just like looked at me. She said, "Are you okay?" And we had a talk, and she just really encouraged me and really talked to me and cheered me up. And honest to goodness, that's the only thing I can remember from yesterday. We did a bazillion things yesterday. I can't tell you any of them. But she took the time to just say, "Are you okay?" And she really encouraged me. And I just want to say thank you for that, Kim.
That's so sweet.
All we have is our legacy. Life is about love. It is not about success. It is not about money. It is about how we treat each other. That's all we have to take with us when we go. And it's our legacy. How people talk about us when we're gone.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Very,
Do the best
very
you can.
true.
It can
Yeah.
be small. Just
Yep.
give back. Just love people. Just love people.
It is. You know, many years ago, I know Lisa, it's like we're all tearing up.
I know.
But that's why I started the nonprofit, my Autism Tribe, because you're in such a dark place, and it's like Groundhog Day. Every single day you wake up, and what am I going to have to go through? And so I spend so much of my time like sitting down with parents, and a lot of times they're just crying because they feel hopeless. And you kind of like the scene from The Grinch where his heart grows, you know, you have a physical reaction when you start giving back like that. Like my body actually tingles. My body's tingling just talking about it. It feels so good. And why wouldn't you want to give back to feel that for yourself? It all comes full circle.
It really does. And you know what? In today's world, there's such a lack of human connection. And a lot of it's social media. So a lot of times people are doing things and make a big deal about it on social media or on television. You know, they're posting it, they're videoing the moment and all of that. And this moment that happened between you and Kim was a very private moment. And it was Kim listening and watching your cues and taking that split second to say, Sherelle, are you okay? You know, and that, you know, it didn't take a lot of time, but it was so important. It was the most important thing to you that entire day, let alone possibly in the week and the month.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be a big showy big deal on social media, you know? Let's have human connection again. It's actually a good thing for your soul and for other people's souls.
That's a great point.
So thank you, Kim. Appreciate you.
Sherelle.
And thank you, Susan, for helping parents who are dealing with kids with autism. And you and Lisa both do that. So thank you guys very much for all that you do. Okay, up next, let's wipe our tears and go on. So, have you all ever heard of financial feminism? I had never heard of financial feminism, but evidently it's a thing. It's about taking control of your finances, building a financial foundation, taking up space in the financial world so that you can live the life that you want now and into retirement. And I was like, I thought this was just everyday life. I didn't know that this was a thing. But I guess it is, because one of the things I get so flabbergasted about is, like, back in the 60s and 70s, women weren't allowed to have their own credit cards or even bank accounts unless their husband or like their father or an uncle or another man would vouch for them. And so I guess we really have come a long way in saying, if I have control of my money, I can have control of my life. It's interesting.
It really is. My mother, she was the one who held our family together. And it's a generational thing. Her mother was that way. Her grandmother was, both of her grandmothers were that way. So I didn't know about financial freedom either. I just thought it was normal. Right. But I think it's really important for everyone to know their money, to know where it's going, to understand all that stuff. Everyone deserves that.
Well, you know what? And my mother was the same way, very similar. Our families were very similar in that regard. My mom, you know, my dad also, you know, pulled his weight. It's almost, they had two separate financial, you know, situations. They always communicated, though, as a team, you know, when it came to bigger purchases and things like that. But they did kind of have their own identity, and my mom did kind of wear the pants in the family too. The thing, though, that I wonder about with this is it a family trend? Is this something that these kids, these females, these young children learn from their mother as they're growing up? Is it because she's herself is in that situation, or maybe she's in a dire situation where she's supporting the family and she's like, make sure you marry a man who's going to take care of you, you know, someday, or something of that nature. So I wonder what the dynamic is there for these people to think that they don't have financial freedom, you know, when all they really have to do is create it for themselves.
Yeah, I think some people may be intimidated by it, and both men and women. But you know what? I come from a family of strong women. Like my grandma, like she orchestrated everything. She had rental properties. Like this is something that she did for herself. And she passed that on to my mom. My mom saw that strength. And so she did it. And my mom sat down with me pretty early on, and she probably did it with my two younger sisters too. She said, you never rely on a man. You have to make sure to always support yourself as well. Not saying that you shouldn't have a partnership with your spouse on those things. But yeah, just you have to be independent as well. You know?
Exactly.
It's just so interesting how we all have many different approaches to it, and how we come at it very differently, but it's something I want to talk about. So thanks everybody for doing that. We didn't get to weird fashion, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it another day. All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, is it hot in here? We're going to talk about menopause.
Next DT, one-on-one with Usher. His Super Bowl halftime confession.
A lot of dance, a lot of energy.
Plus, only we're on set of NCIS and NCIS Hawaii.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on ABC 36.
A performance that truly matters. For each and every one of us. This is what you've been waiting for. Shin Hyun.
Coming to EKU Center for the Arts, February 10th to the 11th. Tickets at shenyun.com/Richmond.
Have you ever considered getting a walk-in tub? Well, look no further. Proudly made in Tennessee, a Safe Step walk-in tub is the best in its class. The ultra-low, easy step helps keep you safe from having to climb over those high-walled tubs, allowing you to age gracefully in the home you love. And now, back by popular demand. For a limited time, when you purchase your brand new Safe Step walk-in tub, you'll receive a free shower package. Yes, a free shower package. And if you call today, you'll also receive $1,600 off. Now you can enjoy the best of both worlds, the therapeutic benefits of a warm, soothing bath that can help increase mobility, relieve pain, boost energy, and even improve sleep. Or, if you prefer, you can take a refreshing shower, all in one product.
Call now, 1-800-443-7474.
American Idol goes all over the nation.
The hometown's big
and small.
Home is where the dream starts.
Inspiring.
An Idol is where the dream takes off.
You're going to Hollywood. You make
dreams come true. Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm Sherelle Roberts, your host and moderator. We're here with the Let's Talk team, Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, Lisa High, and our friend at the table, Lisa King.
Hello.
Hey,
welcome to the table.
So she is here to give us some tips on dealing with menopause. And so we know that we have viewers of all ages and we have viewers with all different kinds of gender identities and expressions. So we are going to be going to Menopause 101 so that everybody understands and walks away with something good here. So first up, Lisa, what is menopause and how does it affect the body?
Okay, well, it's important to know that menopause, you'll hear me call it the menopause journey, because it really is a 3-stage journey, which most of us aren't even aware of. It starts with perimenopause, and that's probably what we talk about the most. Perimenopause lasts 4 to 8 years. But it doesn't last forever, and it starts around your mid to late 40s. The good news is you're going to hit menopause, which is technically one day. One day is your menopause day. Yes, so we kind of lump everything under the menopause umbrella, but it's really one day, which is 12 months after your last period.
Okay.
And then you spend the rest of your life in post-menopause.
Well, shoot.
So this is an important conversation, whether you're in your 30s or your 80s, because anyone born with a uterus is going to go on this menopause journey, either naturally or medically or surgically induced.
Wow. And is menopause the same for everyone?
No, not at all. The simple answer is no, Susan.
Yeah.
What is interesting is that every woman has a unique journey. It might be similar to your mother's if you know her history, or if her menopause was not medically or surgically induced, it was more natural. So it could be similar in when it starts and how long it lasts. But really, it's very unique because it's based on a lot of the symptoms depend on your lifestyle leading up to your perimenopause journey.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's interesting.
So speaking of symptoms, what are some ways that we can deal with these symptoms?
So there are at least 48 symptoms associated with,
menopause.
Oh my God. So remember, the good news is it won't last forever. It won't last forever.
Okay.
And when you hit post-menopause, the symptoms are really reduced a whole lot and almost non-existent. So that's the good news. But symptoms range from everything from probably hot flashes, we talk about the most, insomnia. About 50% of women say they experience extreme fatigue, but there are lesser known things like heart palpitations,
really,
itchy and dry skin, hair loss. So all of this happens because of the fluctuation of estrogen, which impacts every system in our body. So there are some things that you can do. First of all, arm yourself with knowledge. Learn as much as you can. I mean, I hit perimenopause. I had not done one thing to prepare. I hadn't even thought about it, to be quite honest. And I was smack in the middle of it and didn't even know how to have a conversation with my doctor. So learn as much as you can. Secondly, add weight training to your movement practices. So if you're not doing weight training and you're nearing 40, now we're not going to bulk up. We're just going to do 2 to 3 times a week, 30 minutes. Also, look at what you're eating. So what you ate in your 20s and 30s is probably not going to serve you well. I know, daggone it.
I am learning that.
It's not going to serve you well in your 40s and beyond. Up your protein. So you're going to shoot for 90 to 100 grams of protein at minimum a day, which is a lot. It seems like a lot. Yeah. For most of us, we don't. So we have to find ways to do that. Reduce your processed foods and your sugar, because that's going to cause inflammation. I know, sad, but that's going to cause inflammation, which really exacerbates things like your hot flashes, your brain fog. So you want to really reduce that.
So Kim has been talking about magnesium. Can you touch on that really
Yes, that's
quickly?
part of your question. I think.
Like, are there medicines for the treatment? I know there are, but what are some of those or treatment methods that can be used?
So it's important to remember that anytime you add a supplement or a medication or have lifestyle changes, you talk to your healthcare provider. But magnesium has been one of the best solutions I've found for a plethora of symptoms. Magnesium comes in a lot of different forms. Magnesium in any form is going to help calm your body. It's going to help you with sleep and mood regulation, basically. So the things added in, so if you take a citrate, it's going to help with constipation. If you take magnesium with a glycinate, it's going to help with things like brain fog. So when you're looking at magnesium, you might think, okay, I'm going to take magnesium in general, but what other symptoms do I have? And that might help you kind of think about what type of magnesium do you want to take. But for me, it's my #1 recommendation for women when they get into their 40s.
I'm here to vouch for that. I started on magnesium, and it is making a huge difference in my sleep. I can actually sleep through the night now.
Oh, wow. Well, Lisa, we have just a few seconds left. I feel like I could talk to you about this for half an hour, because I'm like 48 symptoms. But anyway, you help people through this journey. If people want to find out more about you and the things that you do, tell us how to get in touch with you.
Sure. The best way to find me is just go to my website. It's lisakingyoga.com. I'm also very active on social media. So Lisa King, the Menopause Yogi on Instagram, and Lisa King Yoga on Facebook.
All right.
That's ways to find me.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me today,
You
ladies.
helped my hot flashes just go down already, just by giving me some information. All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, we've got dumplings for being dumped, and we'll highlight the woman we're talking about. Stay with us.
Instantly? DraftKings, you make the playoffs even more exciting. Legendary NFL coach Jim Moore. What do you think?
You kidding me? Instantly? Even if I don't win a playoff game?
Yes, Jim. Even if you don't win a playoff game.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Instantly?
Instantly.
Are you kidding me?
Who's calling these press conferences?
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and turn a $5 Super Bowl bet into $200 instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sono Bello.
With Sono Bello, day one, all my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up. Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately. And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sono Bello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just one visit.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sono Bello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
Make your Valentine's Day memorable this year with ABC 36 Valentine's Day Giveaway. Presented by Gwen's Fine Jewelers and Kentucky Laser Hair Removal. Go to WTVQ.com to enter for a chance to win one of 3 special gifts. A beautiful heart necklace from Gwen's Fine Jewelers, 6 laser hair removal treatments at Kentucky Laser Hair Removal, or a $150 gift card from LexRage. Enter to win on WTVQ.com.
Everybody, welcome back to the show. So it's time for What in the World is Trending, and here we go. P.F. Chang's is bringing the love and tasty treats to the brokenhearted this February. The restaurant announced that it will be offering free dumplings for anyone who's been recently dumped. So this is ahead of Valentine's Day. Those who find themselves newly single can bring some joy into their lives by getting a 6-count of shrimp or pork dumplings in the restaurant or delivery. But there's a catch. You have to send them a message and tell them about your breakup.
No problem.
Okay. Once you've told them about the breakup, they'll send you a special message that will allow you to get the dumplings. So,
I'm seeing a theme here. So Pizza Hut has the breakup pizza. So you're broken up with, you get a pizza, but then you can call P.F. Chang's to get the dumplings.
You're just like,
you get a whole meal.
Yeah, like a feast going on. That's awesome. I need them to define recent. I've been married 27 years, but I was dumped before that, so
Very
that counts.
true.
you know, I don't know about what the terms of service are, but I'd say if you like dumplings, try it.
They are really good dumplings.
They are really
good.
All right, well, we like to end every show by highlighting a woman we're talking about. Today's woman is Dr. Devin Spence Benson. She is a 20th century historian who focuses on anti-racist movements across the Americas and the Caribbean. Her research and teaching interests sit at the intersection of African studies and Latin American history. And she's worked throughout her career to merge these two disciplines by focusing on Afro-Cuban history, politics, and culture. So she is at the University of Kentucky, but before that, she was at Williams College, Louisiana State University, and Davidson College. So what a great scholar to have at the University of Kentucky. Thank you for all the work you do, especially during Black History Month. We wanted to highlight you. Thank you. You are a woman worth talking about. Yeah. It's really interesting because that part of the world, like stories about people in the African diaspora, don't always get told. So I appreciate that.
Her.
Awesome.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.